So I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. I added third function onto my Kubota MX 5200. Kubota makes the tractor, Land Pride makes the kit, and Kubota owns Land Pride. So you would assume the kit is ready to roll out of the box, being they're built for that exact tractor with its add-ons. That is wrong. So I had a heck of a time. That's why I'm making this video, to hopefully help you out. If it wouldn't have been for the headache of the hydraulic line plumbing, this kit would literally be done in 30 minutes. So with this direction, hopefully you will have yours done that fast. So the kit we're working with is kit number 380-166 Alpha. It is for Kubota's MX 4800, 5200, and 5800 with the 1065 loader. It is also listed here being for the MX 4700 and 5100 with the 844 loader. And I'm going to put all that in the description down below, so you don't need to worry about remembering that. Normally I put my tool list in the description down below also. I lost all my notes after I did this install. I went through a phone since then. But you just need standard wrenches and things. Large wrenches, we're going to be up into the 22, 23 millimeter range. So that's really nothing super special. So one thing I definitely want to point out before I forget. Every single piece of this kit needs tightened down. Every single connection. If there's already a fitting on the block when it comes in the kit, tighten it. Everything was loose, so you will have leaks. On your valve here, these fittings I believe might have already been installed on it out of the box. They leak. You got to tighten them down really well, so make sure everything is tightened before you fire this up. So in the kit you have two hoses. You have one hose that is straight ends on both ends, and you have one that has a 90-degree bend. This is an extra hose you will not need. And again, this is for a tractor with your backhoe. So now if you look on the back of your tractor, you have a red line and a blue line. You'll see your red line, you'll see your blue line. So that being said, how this plumbing works. If you come up here to the outlet block on the tractor, this has a green paint splotch by it, this has a red paint splotch. Forget the paint splotches. The red line from the backhoe runs right here. And then the blue line is this line that runs up across here. And this blue line is going to go to the P port on the block in the kit. So this is the P port, goes to the blue. Your T port here, this is the other line that came in the kit marked T. This runs right here to the bypass on the loader valve, and it'll say right up here, it'll have a BY on the block. But right here's that port, the bypass. So bypass runs to T, and then the P port runs to the blue line in the back. Now there is a fitting you need to buy to complete this install that is not included in the kit. That fitting is the one that goes in this block up here that the blue line plugs into. Now, so it's this fitting right here. It was about, at the time of this video, it was about $30 fitting from my local Parker store. The threads on that were the male versions of these threads on this hose that came in the kit. And I'm going to put the exact description off of the receipt to this fitting, so you know exactly what to go to the store and ask for. But basically what I did was I took this hose with me and I told them I need this end to plug into this end, and that's what I came up with. So again, I'll put all that in the description. So that pretty much takes care of the plumbing. Really not hard at all once you have this direction. The rest of the install really was pretty straightforward as far as mounting this block, mounting all this, running your lines up, so you can go ahead and follow the directions for that. So that all comes up here. And you have that bracket mounts right here on your cross tube. And so that was all pretty self-explanatory. You know, you run your lines down through where they're not going to interfere with anything, zip strip them up out of the way. I already have my rake plugged in here, so ignore that. But yeah, so that part of the instructions was all pretty straightforward. Now, as far as your knob, you take off your factory knob, and you'll put this new knob on that has the buttons that runs down to the electronics in that. So the wiring, the directions tell you to wire this straight to the battery. I like to wire this to a spot where it is only powered when the tractor is on. So that being said, if you look under your dash here, you're going to see a thick wiring harness that runs through here. Just probe in there with a multimeter and find a wire that is only hot once the tractor is on, and that's what I spliced into. And you can see here the fuse block that came with the kit. I spliced that into again, an accessory wire that's only powered when the tractor's on. And then I just ran the harness up out of the way, ran into, you know, ground into the ground in that harness. And so that's all there was to that. So again, hopefully with this direction, with this video, your install will go a lot smoother than mine. And now some people had wanted me to demonstrate this rake. I didn't do that in my review of it. So I'm going to do that now, just to also demonstrate to you the use of the third function. Now, on your third function implement, what line you plug into left or right really doesn't matter. That's just going to dictate whether or not the top button on the joystick opens or the bottom joystick opens, and then which button closes. So it really doesn't matter. But again, always make sure the tractor's off before you plug in these hydraulics. They're under extreme pressure. So turn the tractor off, plug in the lines, then fire the tractor back up, and now I will demonstrate the rake. So as you can see, this opens up very, very wide. I'm able to pick up quite a bit of brush at a time, pick up some very large logs. I've used online calculators to try and figure out how much those logs weigh, and I figure they're about 1,000 to 1,200 pounds. So hopefully this video helps you out. Again, all the information you need will be in the description down below. Next up, we're going to be doing rear remotes, and we have a new 3-point stump grinder that we are putting those new rear remotes on for. So we'll demonstrate and do a review on the grinder, and I'll probably also do a video on the rear remotes for you then also, so keep your eye out for those. So again, hope this video really helped you out. Appreciate you watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that now. Thanks a lot.